everybody, it is Bubs. So today I'm more excited than I really should be. Today is a day where I get to invent my own tag and bring it out to you guys. I just love to do tag videos. I think they're so much fun. But you know, some days I'm just like, I'm gonna make my own tag one day. And then years went by. Today is the day. This tag, guys, is called My Guilty Confessions. Because, come on, in YouTube, we all kind of show our good side. But we all know we all have a mischievous side to us, you know? There's stuff that we can dish the dirt out of. I just think it'll be fun to dig up our guilty confessions, you know? Because we're not perfect, and I think it'll be fun to bring it out there and share with everybody. Let's get started with the questions. Question number 1. Share one of your guilty pleasures. I have a thing about going on Wikipedia. Some days I would just go on and just look up chair, table, dog. And one big habit that I have is every time I watch a show or a movie, I would go on to Wikipedia the movie. And then that would lead me to Wikipedia the cast. Share something you did a long time ago that you're still ashamed of. One time I was in a shopping center and I got an ice cream. And I don't know why, but I was fooling around and my ice cream fell on the floor and I was like really upset. And yeah, I was all like bumming out about it until like some businessman came by and slipped on it. And I was like, oh crap. I felt really guilty. My best friend was next to me at that time and she was like, and we had to watch the businessman like complain to one of the workers at the shopping center. But I'm sorry, it was actually me and I didn't have the guts to own up to it. Another time, actually, I farted and then I blamed it on a baby, which is such a pitiful thing to do. Share a bad habit that you have. I have a lot of bad habits, but one that I have that's especially kind of annoying is I have a thing about self-diagnosing myself. Anytime I get sick, I just go online and I type up my symptoms and like I just automatically assume that I have the worst case scenario. And the thing is, Tim's sister is actually a doctor. And I remember one time I was like, yeah, Victoria, you're a doctor, right? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, so can you prescribe stuff? And she's like, needless to say, she rejected me in the kindest way possible. But yeah, I have asked for certain creams and certain meds and stuff before. I think I have a problem. Reveal one lie you've told before, big or small. And if you haven't confessed already, here is your chance. Okay, so don't say you haven't lied before because you're just lying to yourself. I was outside and I was just waiting for Tim. And this lady walked by and she, don't know why, but she selected me for directions and she was asking me to go somewhere, I can't remember. But at the time, I was just so nervous about it that I just completely freaked out and I ended up like pretending that I can't speak Chinese. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. But, you know, in all fairness, I actually didn't know where she wanted to go to. It kind of reminds me of something that I would sometimes do when I'm shopping in Hong Kong. Some Hong Kong sales assistants are really annoying. I'm so sorry. But yeah, sometimes I just want to do my own thing, you know. But when they come by and start talking to me, I pretend that I'm Japanese because people sometimes mistaken me as Japanese. So, and if I speak English, then she might speak English back to me because, you know, a lot of people in Hong Kong can speak English. So, yeah. What is one silly thing you've gotten upset or angry over? The most recent time that I got upset over something that's really stupid was Tim and I were having McDonald's breakfast and I was really looking forward to my chicken muffin. I even had the hash brown like in the inside. Something made Tim take my muffin and he started punching it for fun, so it ended up being all mangled. And I got so upset about it that I actually cried. I'm almost 100% sure it was the pregnancy hormones. Share something you're really bad at. I am really bad at losing. I'm the biggest sore loser in the world. I just get so competitive. Even when I win, I'm such a sore winner as well. I'm like the type that's like... There's times when I would play games with Tim and I lose and I would get, you know, I've done it all, you know, I've flipped tables, you know, I've thrown Scrabble tiles, I've thrown cards at Tim. Only Tim gets to see me when I have this sort of behavior. I'm like usually nicer with other people. I've thrown tantrums, I've cried. still with me. Share something you preach but you never practice. As a beauty guru, I often tell my subscribers to sleep early and wake up early. Something I rarely do. Have you ever accidentally stolen something? If so, what? When I was a little girl, I accidentally stole a loaf of bread. So I was in a supermarket with my mom, and my mom asked me to pick up some bread. So I just remember holding on to it, you know, the loaf of bread, and we're just walking and shopping. And before I knew it, we were in the car park and I was still holding the loaf of bread. And I had never, ever felt so much shame. Reveal one act of revenge you did. My big sister used to prank me all the time. Like, you guys would not believe all the stuff she's done to me. One time I went to school. I realized that my sister filled my school bag with underwear and stockings and just all random stuff, and then all my classmates are like, ha ha ha. I was mortified, and I still remember I was 6 years old at that time. So one day I went out to the backyard and I took some bricks from my granny and I put it inside her school bag, and she didn't even notice until months later, you know. And the thing is, I actually put it in the side pockets, so like some pockets that she would never ever look at. Name someone you used to envy. I think I can speak for myself, my little sister, and my older sister, that we all envied our little brother. He is the prince of the family, and he would get away with murder and everything. Yeah, we envied and hated him, but we also loved him because we had to. Final question, share a mischievous thing you did in your childhood. Back then, in early mornings where I'm like, I don't really feel like going to school, I would take out my mom's eyeshadows. Kind of makes a color that kind of resembles a bruise, but I would kind of just tap this underneath my eyes so it looks like I've got extreme dark circles. I would mess up my hair and I'd be like, Mom, I'm not feeling well. I'm so tired. And then she'd look at me and go, yeah, then just go back to bed then. And then I'd spend the rest of my day just chilling and watching TV. Yeah, don't do that. So these are my questions and answers, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope from the answers, you guys will realize that I'm really not as, you know, angelic as some of you guys think I am. In fact, sometimes, you know, I could be pure evil. I would love for you guys to do this tag video. So I tagged all of you guys to do this tag, and I just can't wait to hear all the little mischievous things that you guys get up to. I shall see you soon. Bye everybody!